Hello there and welcome to my world of stuff, a slightly different video tonight. This is a video I've been meaning to do for a few weeks. I've actually filmed this a couple of times but didn't think it was quite ready to go online, but I'm going to do it now. It's a quick look around my cinema room. Now, I've mentioned quite a bit, I think, in my early videos about how I was converting my garage into a cinema room, and it's pretty much complete now. Most of the work is done. There's still odds and sods that I'm doing, but I thought now was as good a time as any to give you a little tour around the premises. Before we go in, just to sort of point out that don't expect one of these fantastic state-of-the-art American-style cinema rooms that you see with plush cinema seating, soundproofing, and super sophisticated light and sound systems. I mean, that costs a lot of money. Mine is a garage conversion, which I've done quite comfortably. I think it looks quite nice, and it serves its purpose. So I'll show you what's set up in there at the moment and what's left to do. So let's get going, shall you? So as I said, this is the converted garage in the garden of my abode, which you can see here. It was just a garage, basically, bog standard garage, full of rubbish, full of tat, but decided I might as well make some use for it, as it was just sort of sitting there, and did the conversion across the summer. The walls here, the outside walls, as you can see, they're a sort of magnolia-ish colour. I think they were sort of drab grey before, so it's been spruced up a little bit. Here's the door into the garage itself. I've just actually put up this sign now. It says Paramount Cinema. This was designed by my brother's partner, because the cinema is intended for use by me, Paul, my brother Alan, and she came up with the idea of Paramount. So that's there as a sort of a sign up in the window. Did plan to have it laminated and put on the front of the glass, but I haven't got around to doing that yet. So as we go in, we open this here door, this here handle, and here we go into the cinema room itself. Here's an overview of the room. As I say, it is very much recognisably a garage, but that's fine. You know, I could have gone nuts and gone for the soundproofing and all that sort of stuff, but slightly beyond my budget, and I wanted something that's a cosy room for sitting around in rather than just being a cinema room. As you probably noticed, I've been doing some of my videos from here lately because it's slightly quieter than the office room, which is on the main road. So I'll just give you a little tour of what we have in here so far. So that's like a general overview of the entire room, with the cinema screen, the projector up there, the posters, the storage stuff. But I'll go through and sort of show you everything as it is. So as we go in, there's the door, the rear of the door. Couple of light things. I've probably shown you these before, sort of spotlight type light effect things which are on the walls. Also got strip lighting up there, so when I'm watching something in the night, I can turn off the strip lighting but still have a bit of subdued lighting in the back of the room rather than be complete darkness. So put the strip lights back on. So I've got 4 of these sort of spotlight type things, which are rather nice, both on a different circuit, so I can have the back ones on or the front ones. Yeah, so as you go in, we see the first bits of storage. There's a big sort of writing bureau. A lot of this was furniture that was in the house that we moved out here and have made use of for various storagey things. So there's like a writing bureau with a lot of storage space. You can see in here we have a lot of DVDs and Blu-rays. A lot of these are my brother's, which are out here in storage. I've got my Daleks keeping watch. Some of my comic collection is going along there. There's the new little figures I think I showed you last week, those little caricature figures. And the writing area, I haven't actually done any writing on that yet. It is very much just a writing bureau, but I do some of my videos from there, as you may have noticed. This is the main storage thing. This is all my stuff. Cinema and TV related books and things up there. Then my Blu-ray collection is a bit of a mess at the moment because I haven't filed away some new releases. A couple of bigger books. This is all sort of being lived in, really. There's still stuff to be done. This is... seems to be a bit damp on us. Okay. That is a Saturn V rocket model that a friend of mine made last year, and I need to finish it off. That'll display somewhere here. So this is all my Blu-rays and various sundries. I think there's more. Yep, there's Blu-rays and CDs in there. So there's physical media everywhere in here. This is my multi-gym. Now, I had this for my birthday a couple of years ago, and it was set up in the garage, and I used it a few times. I haven't used it very much. I am hoping that I will be able to make use of it at some point. It's there. It needs a bit of a tidy up at the moment, but it fits a nice place in the corner. It's just somewhere to do a few pull downs and things if I sort of get around to doing it, but I don't know if I will, to be honest. The posters on the wall, as you can see. So I think I mentioned before with my film posters, what I've gone for, favourite films and classic design film posters. And they've got The Wicker Man, which is absolutely one of my favourite films, and I'm conscious I'm drifting in and out of focus, which is annoying. But I wanted sort of classic genre films, because obviously I'll be watching a lot of science fiction stuff in here. So I've got one for Alien, because it's a classic film. Invasion of the Body Snatchers, one of my favourites. 2001 is not a favourite film, but it's a classic and it's a nice poster. And The Rocketeer, a very underrated genre film, action film from 1991, which has been rebooted apparently. Over here we have a nice piece of street art. This was done when I was in Los Angeles on holiday with my ex-girlfriend back in 1991. And this was done by a guy just with things like bin lids and bits of metal. He was doing pieces of artwork to order, and I said, can you do me sort of a spacescape? And with a few bin lids and different things and paint sprays and things, he created this sort of planetary thing, which is finally got it in a poster, finally got it up on the wall after all these years. So I'm quite pleased with that. So there's more posters. As you can see over there, we've got Pulp Fiction, The Great Escape, Star Wars, favourite films and classic films as well. There's my little refreshment table, if you like. There's a fridge and a popcorn machine. These new chairs, I'm sitting on one of these at the moment. I picked these up fairly recently. Just needed a bit of extra seating, and seating for when my friend Scott and I do our podcast. I've also got a little table, folding table thing, where we can sort of sit round and do our podcast in a couple of weeks' time, hopefully when we get restarted. There's the sofa, the cinema room sofa. I mean, it's not cinema seating, obviously, in the classic cinema seating, but it's extremely comfortable sofa, and as you can see, the cat is on it at the moment, so it must be okay. The cat's quite funny. She comes in, and as you can see, she's Rosie, oi. She's a funny little thing. She'll sometimes sit quite quietly, but because it's still a new room, she's still a bit wary about it, so she doesn't know how welcome she is, but she's very welcome. I think she's finding I think she's finding a little corner at the moment. So this is where I sit to watch me movies, and my brother's not incredibly mobile at the moment, so he's only been up a couple of times, but we're hoping that he will come up during the winter to watch a few films, because he doesn't get to go to the cinema now, which is very frustrating, and it'd be nice for him to watch films on a bigger screen. More posters. Again, you can see we've got Shaun of the Dead, absolutely one of my favourite films, and underneath that, Jurassic Park. I've still got some other posters that you can see ready to go up. So there's still things to be done here. I'm still working on it. I did show you the popcorn machine and the fridge. Yeah, I'm sure I did. It's just little things. If I'm here, as I probably will be in the winter for a few hours at a time, it's nice to have those sort of things available. Moving around. Don't panic, cat. Moving around, we have the obligatory coffee table, which is currently covered in coffee cups and bits and pieces. I say more posters there. There's an ottoman, which I bought, a nice colourful sort of, it's just a cheap ottoman thing. And in this, I've placed back issues of Starburst magazine, the magazine which science fiction magazine, which I still write for. Another poster, Batman. This was quite nice. I picked this up in a charity shop. It's a sort of a Los Angeles nightscape canvas. I quite like those canvas things. I thought it would be a nice change from all the film poster stuff to something like that there. And then a display shelf, which has got various models from various films, which I think looks rather nice. And then a couple more posters. These are sort of packing crate type things. They're not actually packing crates, they're sort of canvassy things. These are also full of DVDs and Blu-rays. We have so many between us. And I think they look quite nice stacked up in the corner. There we've got a TARDIS, there we've got a Weeping Angel, and here we have the pièce de résistance. This is the 100-inch retractable electric screen, which looks brilliant. Very pleased with that. Sound system, very basic at the moment. I've just got a soundbar and a subwoofer. I'm not a massive one for big speakery sound systems. This is fine for me at the moment because it really gives you a cinematic feeling. But I suspect that when I get more used to how all this stuff sounds and should sound, I'll probably upgrade to get a full surround sound system. But at the moment, this does me fine. So from there, we have a couple more of those cratey things full of physical media. Then we have some more posters. Again, classic film posters. The Day the Earth Stood Still, one of my favourite films. You might have seen the retro video I did a little while ago. And Fantastic Voyage from '66, one of the films that made the name of Raquel Welch. And on the wall then we have Captain America's shield. Just a sort of a replica thing I bought online a couple of years ago. A poster of Avengers Age of Ultron. More storage, yet to be completed. This is going to be models. I've got lots of larger scale models, Jerry Anderson things and stuff like that. That's all going to go in there. At the moment, we have a model of the Spindrift from Land of the Giants. We have the alien figure that I showed you last week in my pickups video is there. On top of that, we have the coffee machine, which is a fairly new acquisition, which I'm obsessed with at the moment. My Harry Potter clock. I'm not a massive Harry Potter fan, but again, I found the clock in a charity shop a couple of weeks ago and thought that'll do nicely in the cinema room. And then we have the Marvel artifacts, which I think I did a video for a little while back. More posters, Jason and the Argonauts, Planet of the Apes, and Bonnie and Clyde. Bonnie and Clyde's a great film. I didn't realise this was actually a Spanish poster until it arrived, but it looks nice. I framed them all. It's all been done, I'm not going to say on the cheap, but I've just got fairly standard frames and some good quality prints that I got online, so all pretty nice stuff really. And then one of my brother's favourite films, Enter the Dragon, Bruce Lee starrer. One of my favourite films, Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds. Then we have blackout blinds for the windows. Unfortunately, we've got the measurements wrong, so they're a little bit too small, but when they're down in the day, it's fine. And more posters there, Dracula, Bride of Dracula, a few more posters to go up there. And a heater, because there's no central heating and stuff, but that's a nice 2-bar heater, which does keep the place nice and warm. And there's a proper view of the sofa. So there we have it. That's me cinema room. I shall just do a little circuit of it again. So as I said, it's not state of the art. It's not super high tech, but it's. I didn't just want a bland, functional sort of cinema room. I wanted a room that you could sit in. I mean, I'm probably going to sit here now for an hour and have a read, maybe watch something. But I just wanted a room that's a sitting room as much as a cinema. I think this fits the bill. It's sort of a cinema-themed room, which, I'm pretty pleased with it. There we have it, a little quick tour of the cinema room. There's still a few things to do, a few more bits and pieces to put up, but by and large, it's pretty much done. I'm just pleased with it. It's a little extra man cave to hurry off to. And, just allows me to sit and watch films on a big screen with a fairly decent sound system. So I'm very pleased with it. So there we are. That's my cinema room. Let me know what you think. If you've got a similar sort of setup, post some pictures or some videos. Let me know what you've done. Or if this has inspired you to do something similar, let me know. Leave a comment down below. If you've enjoyed this video, if you've enjoyed any of my previous videos, thumbs up, please. Because that does wonders for the channel. Like and subscribe. And until I see you next time, you keep taking the stuff.